Hello, Bunny here. Let's talk about attraction, shall we? This is a really great video. It's going to be a little bit lengthier, but it's so worth it. So, the kid that's on the screen right now is interviewing a really prominent divorce attorney, and he makes a lot of videos. I really like his stuff. He is the real deal. Like, he really gives it like it is. And so this guy asked the question, what is the most common job for women who divorce their husbands? And the answers are spot on.
What's the most common job of a woman that divorces her husband?
I love this guy.
In my experience, the most common job of a woman who divorces her husband is either a nurse. The infidelity rates are the highest among nurses.
So, nurses, he says
Teachers.
teachers.
There's a lot.
Nurses because of the hours. Nurses because of the constant rotation of people through their world. Nurses because they've got doctors in the world, they've got paramedic, kind of that kind of worker in their world, they've got police, they've got fire, they've got other nurses, they've got patients in and out of their world, they've got the families of the patients. They are surrounded constantly by people who are coming into their world, and if they're even the least bit attractive, are probably getting hit on often. Plus, nursing more and more is less of a female-only profession. So more and more male nurses. So you're working very closely and you're having to trust and rely on your fellow nurses. If those nurses are male, then you are forming bonds. And nursing hours are crazy. So you're working in the middle of the night. Your husband is at home working a standard like 8 to 5 or a daytime shift of sorts, whatever that looks like. You guys are never seeing each other. And when you do see each other, you're exhausted. So nursing is one of those professions that is almost setting women up for failure. On top of that, and he adds teachers, nursing and teachers, these are women who gather around and are constantly in conversation. Now, women can be happy in their marriage, but the more that they're around a lot of other women, the less happy they'll become, because one woman is mad about her marriage and she is constantly talking about it. And she's constantly just running her husband into the ground. And what should I do? And I'm going to leave him. And he did this and he did that. And he didn't even do this. And I asked him to do that. And I told him to do that. And he didn't do any of it. And the girl who is otherwise happy in her marriage starts going, oh, me too. I did that too. I asked him to do that too. I hoped he would do that too. He didn't get me a birthday card either. He didn't take me out for an anniversary either. And usually it doesn't bother me, but now it does, because I don't ever see him. He works weird hours. With teachers, you're just surrounded. It's truly like a hen house. It's being surrounded constantly by other women who are just mad. They're just mad. They're just bitter. It's not a good combination.
When it comes to teachers, because teachers are it's a predominantly female profession, so it's women who spend a lot of time with other women, and they spend a lot of that time talking about how much their husbands suck or men suck. But I think statistically the highest would be homemakers. Like homemakers, and
I'm going to say homemakers only recently. And I don't know. He might go into this. I'm going to say homemakers only recently, because anymore. Okay, let me back up. Homemaking used to be that you truly did treat homemaking as your job. You were a wife, you were a mother, you were the caretaker and keeper of your home. It truly was a profession, right? That's what you were supported for doing. So it is your job. And the women who treat it like their job are very successful. I recently made a post lining out exactly what my schedule looked like as a stay-at-home mom. And it made my whole heart so happy even just recounting those memories and that schedule, because it's awesome. It's the best job in the world as a female. But what I've seen lately, more and more as social media gets more and more extreme, is homemakers are not about homemaking. They're they think of it more like a paid opportunity to go to yoga, to go to Pilates, to go to the gym, to make TikToks or whatever that looks like, to put their children on display, to put themselves on display. And again, all females get a world of online attention at pretty much every level of attractiveness. Now, that doesn't mean that they're the kind of men that she would want, because those kinds of men are actually working and are decisive leaders of men and people and are not paying attention to her TikTok. But she's getting a ton of attention, and it's very dangerous.
I hesitate to use the term stay-at-home mothers, because once a kid is like in the school years, like you're not like sitting at home like darning the socks and making elaborate meals, and like it's usually like you're just not working.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why is that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, stay-at-home moms are stay-at-home moms when the children are at home, when the children are young and not yet in school.
Well, I think our society has gotten, a lot of things are much easier than they used to be. If you ever watch on YouTube, like some of those life in the 1800s, life in the 1700s channels, like you see how much it takes to like make an apple pie over like a wood stove, like that's a whole thing,
I guess
Whereas
why
now-
does a housewife or a homemaker
Yeah.
/ housewife, like why does she divorce her
I think
husband?
idle hands are the devil's plaything,
Yes. Nailed it. So that's where now, before, when I was a stay-at-home mom, and even that generation and before, the stay-at-home moms that I learned from, my grandmother, my mother, all the generations before, we weren't idle. We were never idle. We weren't stressed. Like, we had it under control. It was our job. But now it's a world of scrolling, of performing, of a lot of idle time. A lot of idle time. This guy nailed it. There's a reason why stay-at-home moms, or whatever you want to call it, they have too much time and too much attention on their hands, and very few of them remain faithful with all of that attention.